Hi everybody, this is Herman here from SPL and welcome from the Messe booth here in Frankfurt. Today I'd like to introduce our new channel strip to you. The name is Frontliner and this is the top of the line channel strip that we have. As you may know, we do have a smaller version called Track 1 and the Channel 1, pretty successful product, and now the Frontliner is the new highlight in that series. Now what does it consist of? First we have a microphone preamplifier. This is a discrete built preamplifier, very high quality. We have a special instrumental preamplifier as well, so there are two preamplifiers in this unit. Specialty is the possibility to change the amount of tube amplification in each of these preamplifiers. So you can boost 15 dB of, or that the tube is responsible to do 15 dB of the amplification, or just standard-wise 6 dB. That gives different tonalities, and that's a very nice feature. The next section in that channel is the de-esser. Well, that is one of our, as you may know, pretty favorite tools. It's just a one-knob de-esser, very automatic. It's not based on compression, but it's based on phase cancellation. Now that has a lot of less artifacts in the process. There is an S-Detect LED up there telling you, well, there is S content in the audio, which you may want to get rid of. The next part is a fully featured compressor. Now this compressor has what we call a double VCA technology. That means that two compressors are actually splitting their responsibility to compress a signal in the positive and in the negative wave. And thereby all the artifacts that a VCA may produce are just in half. So the audio quality is much more pristine, and it can compress it about double the amount of a standard compressor without producing any artifacts. And that's a pretty powerful tool. You have all the features you may know: attack release, threshold ratio, makeup gain, but you can also switch into the auto mode, where we have an adaptive automation in here. It means that now the time constants are set in an adaptive mode, and they change according to what the envelope filters in the input generate and tell the VCA how it should react. It's not a fixed feature. It's not like a fixed resistor in there that is like a fixed amount or a fixed time for attack and release. These times are still variable, but according to what the music does. This is especially important when you do front end and when you record somebody singing or playing an instrument, because you don't know how loud the next note will be. And in order to capture most of the recordings in a pristine way, this feature is very powerful. The next section is the equalizer section. Now these are a 3-band EQ, low mid-band, mid-high band, and an air band. And in addition, we have a tube saturation knob in here, where there is a second tube in that unit, and this allows you to create what tape saturation does. It's similar. It's not the same, it's similar. It makes the audio much more dense, at the same time more powerful, and without increasing the overall level of it. It's almost like compression, but with a different attitude. The harmonic spectrum of a tube makes the audio, the signal, shine a bit more. There are the harmonics that the tube produce let the signal stand out in the mix much easier. So that's also very nice. Nice VU meter, which you can switch between VU and gain reduction, a calibration, or between VU and PPM, an output and a mute. Up here, this is a logic in there. Now, in today's recording, a channel strip is very useful, but you may not need all of these. And after you've recorded, you're in mix mode. Would you use a channel strip then? Maybe not. So what we thought of doing is we give each section individual in and outputs. And now when you are in mix mode, you can just use a de-esser for one signal, a compressor for another signal, or the tube saturation and the EQ for a third signal. You can also combine each one. Okay, I want to have the de-esser plus the EQ, and the compressor somebody else is for another signal. All this is possible with these knobs. So in the end, you got a tool that is not just a channel strip, but it also is useful to as a sort of an analog plug-ins in the mix mode. Yeah, cool. Bye-bye.